First grade, you are getting back your sleeping person covered by a blanket, and today we're going to color the face and add some hair. So at your table you have colored pencils. You can add some color to the lips. Try to stay nice and neat in the lines. Even boys have a pink color to their lips. So you'll find like a pinkish tone and just color it in. Where your lips touch, it's going to be a little bit darker because there's a little shadow. So you can see that I made the color a little bit darker near the middle line of the mouth. I'm going to zoom in for you. You can see what I'm doing. Makes it look a little bit more realistic. And you might want to outline the eyes and the lashes if you added them, just so they stand out a little bit more than just the pencil. Inside our nose, we don't see light, so you can kind of color that in. And I know on my nose it's a little bit pink, so I might add a little bit of pink, not a lot, and then maybe a light amount, very light amount of pink on the cheeks. Don't want to push hard for this because it'll look like you're kind of a clown, so you want to make sure it's really, really lightly. After the face has been covered, then up front I have my bin of scrap paper for different colored hair. Think of what's closest to your hair. I know my hair is like a mixture of different browns and blondes, so what I'm going to do is kind of make some parts covered up. You're going to want to kind of curve the top of it, kind of add it on. For this part, you might want to lay it out first and make things kind of fit the head. You also might want to make strips. So I'm going to cut a series of scraps that are strips. You can see that this has been written on a little bit, so I'll make sure that that part isn't showing, but I'm kind of cutting. And for boys, you'd cut shorter strips or smaller sections. You can also add a little fringe along. If you do a section like this, you can kind of do some cuts to add it look like hair texture. I'm going to start to glue this down. After you get it to fit the way you want it to fit, then you start gluing it down. Remember to touch your glue to the paper so that you don't have a bunch oozing all over the place. So you can kind of see I fit it around the head, and I added a little fringe. You can go back and add fringe if it's not stuck down all the way. And then if you have longer pieces of different colors you can add, which most of you don't, but I do. So I'm going to add a little bit of brown strips. I'm going to leave the bottoms loose so that I can curl them. I can add a little bit more of yellow or blonde, and I saw some glue there, so I'm going to add that. And you're just going to have fun adding all sorts of pieces of hair. See how wrinkled my piece is here? That's alright, because I'm just going to use it for the strips of hair that I add. Going along and making skinny strips, so it's like strands of hair. I only put the glue, right at the top. If you have ears that show because your hair is short, you might want to find the scraps that are the same hair skin color that you used last time and add some ears, but my hair kind of covers my ears, so that's why I'm kind of going over the sides of my head with more hair strands. So my hair is laying over my blankets because I have long hair. So you want to just keep going ahead and adding. Got to add in some more brown strips on the other side. First, all of the blonde, There we go. And then adding some of my brown. Just have fun with it. When your hair is done and your face is colored, then I want you to take it to the drying rack one more time and let it dry. Before I stop the video, I'm going to show you or remind you how to curl. If you have curly hair or want to add curly hair, you just roll it with a pencil. You've got regular pencils and colored pencils today, so go ahead and use your paper manipulation skills. See how skinny my strips are? Don't make them giant and fat. Your hair is thin, thin, thin lines, so we want thin, thin, thin scraps. All right, thank you so much for listening. Let's add some hair to our sleeping person.